Well, I'm done with the renovations. Sold the houses. Back to the simple life. Keeping with the theme of renovations. I've ended up doing a couple of little things to the setup here. A couple of things need replacing. Been keeping an eye out for a second-hand awning style ensuite. And every time I would see one on Marketplace, they would sell it straight out underneath me and drive me nuts. So it was a little celebratory gift to myself. For 2 years off the piss, I ended up picking up a brand newie. Don't usually like buying brand new, but shouted myself one of these June pop-out awnings. Minute 30, I timed myself yesterday setting up. Minute 30 to get this sorted. So that's the bathroom reno. Thought I'd whack this little handlebar mountain bike style torch from there last night. It likes to join up nicely so I can see what I'm bloody doing in the dark. This little addition, high lift jack. I've been keeping an eye out for one of them secondhand for a while too. Same story, kept missing them. But my legendary mate, Rainsy, shout out to Rainsy, thank you man. I've used this thing multiple times already. So obviously, great four-wheel drive jack. Really helps level my camp out. So as I'm not sleeping on the piss. But they also, you can use them as a come along, as like a reverse winch. I've had it set out behind the ute before and set it up in a way with my recovery gear to use it as a reverse winch, get you out of a short spot of bother. Little bedroom renovation. I finally shouted myself a different rooftop tent, one that doesn't leak water. I'm really tired of renos and leaking water. This thing I picked up secondhand from a really lovely bird down in Coss Harbour. Picked it up for 1500 or 1600 or something. Super stoked with it because it's hard shell and the tent is actually suspended underneath. So even if the hard shell was to leak like the other one, it just drips on top of the tent. It's 8 latches and she pops straight up. Really well made, good heavy duty hinges, roof racks up to 150 kilos. I am stoked with it. This little addition on the back here, I've done the laundry up. It's a little laundry renovation. It's been sloshing around for a couple of days now on soak. Actually, I think that's a rinse cycle. I think I've got fresh water in there at the moment. I'll go out on the clothesline this afternoon. I've got all of my mountain bike gear to go in there for a wash cycle, so I can ride the bike park with the boys on Sunday. Kitchen reno. Nothing really has changed here. I picked up a second-hand one of these because my other one fell to bits. Jets didn't work, these fell off, was leaking here. So that cost me 15 bucks. I got a second-hand fridge. The angle used to go, it was a chest fridge, so it went into the center too far. Coming this way about 700. This one only comes in about 550. And of course all your space then goes up instead of out and back. I upgraded the electrical side of things. At the same time I did the fridge. I neatened it right up. It was atrocious. It was really atrocious. After Loz's little Pimp My Ride episode, I had a little bit of 4-gauge left over. So I ended up replacing this section here back to the DC to DC converter. and doubled up on the 16 gauge, 8 gauge, sorry, doubled up on the 8 gauge here. I'd already upgraded to a 175 amp hour plug back to the alternator, so now I'm getting about 40 amps worth of charge. Yeah, I can have the thing full in about 4 hours of driving. The whole system can be charged right up now. I still have the old slide out solar panel set up. I just plug in a wiring loom in here when they're in use, and I can angle them to the sun. I usually park facing north so I get good sun, but I've got another panel that I can chase the sunlight with if need be. I picked up some shade cloth second hand, $10 or something. I usually roll that out under the shower there, so the water just drains straight through and you don't get muddy feet. And on a wet camp, I usually have the other one out here, and out here is like same deal. You just don't get the mud on your feet. I'll set that up in a minute. I picked up a couple of these second hand. They're usually $100 each. I got them 2 for 100. That's my bin, my recycling bin. All the organics I actually keep in a little Ziploc plastic bag until I'm ready to move on. I keep them locked away inside so the critters don't pull them apart through the night. Yeah, so bin, like chemical storage on the exterior, gas cylinders, little butane cylinders, stuff for servicing the ute in there, servicing the bikes. I've got chainsaw bar oil, mountain bike tyre sealant, the car wash here that I never use. I've washed this thing probably once in 2 years. Brake cleaner for mountain bike because brakes lately have been atrocious. And then I've got like an oil drip tray for when I do the services on the ute. I cut this down. This table here actually holds up this panel that all the pantry storage crates sit on, because that's quite heavy. That's got all my chainsaw, Makita gear, battery drill, little vacuum leaf blower type thing in there. That's a heap of my exercise gear and different running shoes and stuff. So this actually gets a bit of a bow on it across there if I don't have this in place, and it also fits as a table that you can move around anywhere on the ute. That was just leftover form ply, same as all this stuff from when my legend mate Dave back in the Cairns days helped me do a suspended slab for the pizza oven. I just repurposed all that. A new little inflatable mattress put in here. This is my little stealth camp when I'm parked up in town. Rooftop tent's down, it just looks like a ute's parked up for the night, and I can actually slot in here and camp anywhere I bloody like. Bike fits in nicely next. The chest fridge that used to come too far this way, and I didn't have the space in the back here to do my stealth camp. The last little reno is the walk-in drobe. We got socks, jocks, shorts at the back, shirts at the back, long pants, long shirts, warm weather gear, bit of exercise gear down the bottom. Much easier than rummaging around in the one black box that I had. Tell you what, backyards come up a ride too, and the swimming pool. Haven't even bloody mowed the lawn for like 3 months. Haven't even cleaned the pool for like 3 years. There's a lot to be said for the simple life. Outside the confines of those 4 walls. Time for a cuppa. A little cup of chamomile, I think.